My name is Andy Wynn, and we're at Last Laugh Tattoo in downtown Phoenix. I was drawn to American traditional tattoos specifically, I think because of like the bold lines and bright colors. That's kind of what drew me to tattoos. American traditional is a style that was invented in America, usually very simple drawings with really bold lines, dark shading, and really bright colors. They're normally designed for skin and to last a really long time. At first, it was like a certain imagery. A lot of sailors used to get American traditional, but now you can find just all types of imagery. I did a old school apprenticeship at a tattoo shop in my hometown. They're notoriously hard to find because, tattooers want to keep tattooing to themselves, I basically got a ton of tattoos from this one tattoo shop and told them I want to learn and just bothered them for like a year straight, and they agreed to teach me. It was kind of crazy. Like I could always draw, but drawing tattoos was completely different. I kind of had to relearn how to draw for skin. And then after that, they just had me tattoo my friends. Normally, I'll get to the shop and I'll work on drawings for that day. I like to draw the day of. Sometimes clients change their minds, sometimes it's easier to design a tattoo when I can see the space. So I usually like to wait for them to get here and then we can have one more consultation before I draw. Drawing for skin, you kind of have to keep in mind how people age and how skin ages. When you're drawing on paper or painting on a canvas, that canvas will stay like that forever, So you can get a little bit more detail and all these other stuff, but when it comes to skin, it's a lot different. When you're drawing for someone's arm or for their back, you have to take in the shapes of their body into consideration. You have to keep in mind how people age and how skin ages. I mean, everyone has different skin. Some people have really sensitive skin and it swells up instantly, it gets really red. I'm definitely keeping an eye on that. And then one other thing is paying attention to the client, because if you haven't eaten or your blood sugar's low, you could start feeling sick, looking pale. So I definitely pay attention to that too, because it does happen where people like pass out from tattooing. Usually it starts with like a consultation and I get a rough idea and I start sketching. After that, for the appointment, basically creating a stencil and getting the placement right. Then everything else is like pretty easy. You just start tattooing, go through Applicare. We use a bandage called Second Skin. It's basically another layer of skin that keeps the tattoo covered during the first few days, which is like the most important days for healing it. It's super relaxed when it's like your third or fourth time seeing this artist. If it's a returning client, like we've done lots of work, usually it's just like hanging out with like your friends, like just goofing off. I think most artists are pretty harsh on themselves. So as long as I am not super bummed with the outcome, I'm happy. I always try to do my best, but there's always something, even when I draw, there's always something I'm like, oh, I should have done something else, I think one big misconception about tattooing is like, I think a lot of people think it's like being a rock star or something, but it's definitely more of like a blue collar, like working job. With the internet and TV shows nowadays, it seems like tattooers can be bigger than they are, but at the end of the day, we have to just, go in and do our drawings and work.